It's Melanin Mogul. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe down in the corner below. Today's video, I will be discussing how to enjoy your own company, how to date yourself. It's a part of a self-love journey. Oftentimes, I would miss out on things because I had no one to go with me. My partner or my friends wouldn't share the same interests. Usually arts and museums exhibit things of that nature. When the Van Gogh exhibit came into town, I decided to go by myself. It was a beautiful exhibit, and I felt like this was something that could be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I didn't want to miss out. So I decided to go. I wanted to give you all a few tips on how to, you can call it date yourself, go on solo dates, or how to enjoy your own company. You can do this if you're in a relationship or not. It's really not a single person thing. It's about being comfortable with yourself and enjoying things you like. First tip, do things you enjoy doing. Do an activity you love. The second thing I want to say is to make peace with the past. So there's a reason you don't like spending time alone. And there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. So learn the difference. Alone is just not having anyone around, not having other people to do things with. But when you're lonely, it's really a psychological conquest. It's where you have negative feelings about being alone. So learn to enjoy your own company. When you go out on different events, let's say you're going to have a cup of coffee, you can start with something small like that. Take a book with you or a journal, but do not get on your cell phone. When you're on your cell phone, let's say on Instagram or even YouTube, you're engaging, you're taking in information, you're making comments. So when you're on this outing, you really want to give the attention to yourself, to your environment, and whatever activity you're enjoying. But if you do feel a little lonely or insecure about being out in public, that's when you can read your book or journal your experience. I wanted to let you know there was a difference between distracting yourself and taking in the moment and documenting the moment. So cell phone versus book or journal. Make sure it's something you love. And also make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing. So you want to put on what you feel best in, whether it's your sweats, whether it's a nice outfit. You want your clothing to complement, of course, the activity you're going to do. But I believe in taking good care of yourself. So when you feel good on or look good on the outside, it may help you uplift your insides. And again, I want to mention learning to spend time alone or enjoying your own company has nothing to do with sadness or depression. You could be perfectly emotionally stable and still want to learn ways to enjoy your own company or spend time with yourself. 4, you could have a great friend group. You could be in a great relationship, but sometimes people don't always share the same interest. And instead of missing out on things, you can enjoy it yourself. Go alone. So when I say insecure, I mean uncomfortable. And confidence is key. So when you're comfortable with yourself, you're comfortable in spaces where you don't have to interact with others. You're comfortable in spaces where you are able to do what you love and love your own company while doing so. Invited to an event and you only know the person that invited you, but they're interacting with other people and you're kind of left among yourself. You may not always want to go and socialize with everyone. When you become comfortable with yourself, you're able to enjoy the environment, enjoy the event without having to socialize with people necessarily to have a good time. Comfort level. If you enjoy eating, consider going out to a restaurant. And if you don't feel comfortable eating alone in a restaurant, consider ordering takeout and going out to a park. So you're not exactly in a restaurant, but you're in your favorite place, somewhere you like to go spend time, and you have your meal with you. It's all about your comfortability. Make sure you're doing an activity you love. Make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing. Make sure you are in a safe place. Here are a few safety tips when you're out. These can work for when you're out alone or with a group of friends. You should arrange a taxi or get a lift. You can book these in advance. That way you can kind of have a sense of security about how you're getting around, unless you decide to drive alone. Please do not drink and drive or any type of intoxication. If you're using any party favors, make sure they're party favors that you brought yourself. When you're at bars, if someone tries to purchase you a drink, pay attention to the bartender. Pay attention to that, or just decline it altogether and get your own drinks. That's pretty much the safest way to go. Drink in moderation. It's not safe and you're not alert if you're intoxicated. Also, make sure you know the signs of being drugged. Pay attention to how you feel. You should know your limits. You should know how you feel after one drink. So you should know how you would feel if something was off. Stay in well-lit areas. Keep your valuables hidden. I know that fashion and trends are amazing, but don't go out alone with lots of jewelry or designer items. Unfortunately, people do rob people. Also, stay away from hostile situations. If you see an argument or something going on, don't go watch it. Don't go try to film it. Go away from it. The most important thing is to pay attention to your surroundings and possibly share your location or make sure someone knows where you are. Trust your gut, as they say. Trust the energy. If something doesn't feel right and you have an urge to leave, then leave. Whenever I'm out alone, I don't tell anyone that I'm alone because I don't want to be a target. If someone approaches me and I socialize with them, usually I tell them I'm waiting for a friend. Or if I'm in a crowded place, I tell them my friend is on the other side of the room socializing among themselves. Don't ever disclose that you're alone when you are alone, but enjoy your time alone. And if you're still unsure about things you could do, booking a facial, making a nice meal for yourself, treating yourself to a dinner out, even doing an at-home spa, taking a class, planning a staycation like going to a hotel for an evening, teaching yourself a new craft, hosting your own paint and sip alone at your house, meditating, doing a full weekend without technology, going to a concert, spending the afternoon at a brewery or a vineyard, running a nice bath, going to a farmer's market, going to a museum or an exhibit. Go buy yourself something nice like a piece of jewelry, or you could get dolled up, take photos, get your pet a gift if you have a pet. Go to a new park. As I mentioned before, you could go to a coffee shop, try out a new bookstore, a fitness class, which is something that I actually host. And there are a lot of other things that you could do just to enjoy your time with you. I hope you enjoyed this message from Mo. Like, share, and subscribe.